Aussie dollar this morning, 73.8 US cents. It's going to be a big day for the government and the country, though, you sense. And the reason for that is it allows the government to lay out its blueprint for the next 4 years and beyond. For Malcolm Turnbull and Scott Morrison, who'd been in office 8 months when the last budget was delivered, they consider this to be their first chance to set the economic agenda. Now, there'll be surprises in tonight's budget, though the government leaked a lot of the details, say university fees, education spending, funding the National Disability Scheme, changes to media laws, funding infrastructure in WA and for a second Sydney airport, and money for people on low incomes to cope with rising energy bills. I suspect there's still more measures to come. Now, when it comes to reading the budget itself, from 7:30 Australian Eastern Time, go to budget.gov.au. My tip, start on budget paper number 1. It just gives you a big overview and lets you quickly see the economic outlook. That's the key to understanding if spending measures can be afforded. The first hint about this year's budget is the economic growth rate is likely to be upgraded to close on 3% in the coming 3 years. That's closer to the long-term trend and should start to create more employment. So the more employment, the more tax the government collects, so the more the budget can either be repaired or the more the government can spend. In document 1, you'll also see where the government is spending its money and where it gets the money from. Half of it comes from you, the workers, PAYE taxpayers. That's rising because of bracket creep, where your wages rise and push you into higher tax bracket. Now, the government doesn't like this and would like to offer lower personal taxes. Just pure speculation here, but I wonder if they might offer a tax cut tonight, maybe as a trade-off for a way of doing away with work-related tax deduction. Donald Trump has just proposed that, remember. Now, if you can't be bothered reading the budget, well, we'll have full coverage right here on 9 tonight from around 10:40. And, of course, tomorrow, right here on Today, and we've had a little reminder there somewhere of budgets past years. So that is the budget tonight. We'll have full coverage, of course, coming up. Carl, Lisa.
Can you explain that photo at the start of your segment there, Roscoe?
I can. That's last year's budget, and that's the sort of in-depth research and work that we will do on our budget coverage here tomorrow.